Hey everyone, and welcome to the results video of the mini golf contest. In this contest, all the players had to create a mini golf course with at least 9 holes. Or if they had more than 9 holes, they could also divide them over 2 tracks. Yeah, we got several really amazing entries, so in this video I'm going to show you all of them. And I'll start with the one that got last place, and I'll finish by announcing who is the winner of this round. Alright, in last place we have this entry from Open Magnesium 2. Now, he made this path here with 2 mini golf tracks, one's a little bit higher up. It's decorated in a Wild West style, there's some mines here. And we also see some Indians here in a little town, or a little setup with a campfire in the middle, and also some that are burning here. I think this map is probably a little bit under detailed. Definitely could have used more details here and there rather than just having trees and bushes, and that's why it most likely scored a bit on the lower side. Alright, next up is the entry from 73. He made this purple castle in the middle, and he actually has a submerged mini golf track. At least the track consists of water, and the guests actually ride this mini golf in boats, and for some reason they go through these holes very quickly. It does look kind of silly, but yeah, with the right vehicle editor plugin you can actually change the vehicles on your rides, and this is what happens if you change your vehicles to the river rapids boats. Yeah, it does look kind of silly, but also kind of fun. Now the rest of the map, looks like the outside border of the map is decorated. 73 definitely could have done better on this area of the park, which now is just bushes and trees. Probably would have been better if it actually looked a little bit interesting. Alright, next up is the entry from Young Wee. He made a little town. You can see it here if you remove the houses. You can see actually the mini golf holes all go in between these houses through some of their the alleys in between them. Here we can see the entrance of the mini golf. You can see some roads here have been fenced off. Probably just to keep all the guests here and to not have any traffic in this section of the park, because it would probably be a little bit dangerous if there were cars driving around here. I think it looks quite fun. I quite like these houses and their backyards, although probably it could have been nice if there was some extra stuff here in the backyard, maybe some objects. Because people like to put stuff in their gardens, more like the was done over here. Here we have some trees and bushes, and over here we also have some houses. I think these houses also could have used a little bit more decoration. Overall, I think it's a fun entry. Alright, next up we have a Newcomer, 63 Brubaker. Now I actually like quite a lot of things in this entry. Well, first of all, we can see all these bridges here leading to these different holes, and I think these holes are decorated quite nicely. Especially this one, for example. I really like this mini golf hole inside this building. I think that looks great. There's also some other fun details, like this mini golf hole that passes under a dinosaur. I think these actually go well. These go together pretty well. Maybe if they had a different color, it would have been even nicer. And another detail that I really liked is this ice cream shop here. I think it's quite cool how with some simple scenery pieces you can actually make it look like a really large ice cream. And I also like the use of these windows here, these cabana windows, to make the front of the shop. If I look at it overall, it probably is a little bit bland. Maybe a little bit extra color in the map would have made it pop a little bit more. Because right now, things just blend quite well. So, some extra pops of color, I think, with some extra pops of color, I think the park would have scored higher. But yeah, I think it's, for a newcomer, this is a really nice entry. Alright, then next up, we have the first mini contest entry from Bags. And Bags made this glow-in-the-dark mini golf. Now, with this palette, these colors really pop, and I think it does quite well at being a glow-in-the-dark mini golf. I especially like the use of these cube paths here, because I think those combine really well in this theme. And of course they have bright colors, so that actually makes it work. Some nice usage of recolorable scenery objects. And I think this, especially this area of the park, looks great. Now over here we have a little seating area, or eating area. Now this area probably could have used a little bit more, a little bit more decorations. Maybe an umbrella or two, even though it's pretty dark out. I think it would actually make it look a little bit more interesting. But yeah, overall I think this is a really nice looking mini golf course. Alright, the next entry is from Willow536. Now he made this prehistoric themed entry, and I really like how densely it is decorated. Lots of scenery objects along the track. I think that's the key to making a really good looking mini golf track. Now what I also really like is that for each of these mini golf holes he also put a sign in front with the number of the hole and the name of the track. And they all have a fun name. This one's Owen's Corner, Bone Saw, Meat Grinder. Well, you can check them out for yourself if you want to read all the signs. You can download all these entries from my Discord server. Anyway, yeah, I really like how it's decorated. We can really see some differently decorated areas in the park. Not everything looks the same. And yeah, it just has some really fun details, like this dinosaur here that's trying to escape. T-Rex or revenge. So yeah, all in all, these details just make this a really fun entry to watch and explore. Alright, here we have the entry from Lurker. Now, this park really has two sides to it. So one of the areas of the park is really themed to a giant garden. So that's this area over here. And this area is candy themed. So yeah, the golf holes here have been divided over two tracks. I think both are wonderfully decorated. And yeah, here in the middle of the park we have this beautiful castle. Yeah, I really like this castle. I'm a big fan of it. It's pretty small, but it just looks very interesting. It has a nice shape to it. And yeah, Lurker just did an amazing job decorating this castle. It looks really nice. Now, I also really like these candy houses here in the candy themed area. These just look really fun and tasty. And over here, this giant garden theme also looks really nice. Yeah, I think it would be really fun to play mini golf here, and you're really immersed in the theme. So yeah, Lurker just did a wonderful job in this entry. Alright, here we have the entry from Kazulius. Kazulius did something similar to Lurker. He also made two golf tracks. So one of them is blue and it travels through this area here, partly a Wild West, partly in a Roman theme. And the other track is the green track and travels through a pirate themed area, but also an Asian themed area. We also even have a little prehistoric area. So yeah, the guests who go through this golf course, they pass by all kinds of different themes. I think that would make it a really fun mini golf course to go through. But yeah, I love all these little themed areas. Yeah, it's just really fun to explore this park as well. Some really cool decorations as well here and there. My favorite mini golf hole is probably actually this one in the pirate themed area. It's this 90-degree golf hole with this garden here in the middle and the tavern here on the outside. Yeah, this is just a wonderful entry once again from Kazulius. Alright, here's the entry from FlexSpy, and he did a wonderful job with this mini golf cruise ship. Now the shape of this cruise ship, I really like it. It's actually quite simple in terms of track texture, but it's just done really nicely. So we can see some, I think this is monorail track here on the bottom, and on the front there's just a wooden coaster track with some looping coaster track here on top. You see a little pool here in the front, a whirlpool. Also like these rapids here on the top. Kind of looks like a spa or a jacuzzi. Now I really like how this mini golf travels over the deck of the ship. I think it's really creative that he used this recolorable tin roof pieces to make this wooden floor, which I think looks great. Yeah, we can also see these pieces here on the side, which probably represent lifeboats or life buoys. Yeah, the side of the map, I think it probably could have been a little bit more interesting. Maybe some lamps would have been nice. But yeah, this map is mostly about the cruise ship, and I think it looks amazing. Probably one of my favorite cruise ships that I've seen people make in this game. Alright, next up is the entry from Raymond L. He made this big flying entry. It's a little bit dark in the map, but I think that also makes it look pretty cool. So yeah, we can see this huge structure here. Yeah, it's hard to describe what it actually is. This looks like some sort of flying contraption. You can see these propellers here at the bottom. I really like how Raymond L did these, also with these glowing corner pieces. That makes them look really nice. So yeah, it has all kinds of cool little details like that. Also these boat hire tracks here on the side. I think that also looks really fun. And we have these pipes, of course, some river rapids track. It almost makes you forget there's also a mini golf track here on this flying contraption. But yeah, you can see the guests going around here. You can see some of these mini golf tracks on this ship here and there. But yeah, it's fun to watch these guests go around. But it's mostly fun just to explore this creation here. There's lots of cool details. My favorite part is probably actually the garden here in the middle. It's kind of a nice contrast with the rest of these buildings, which look much more industrial. I think this is also one of the best uses that I've seen of the circuit path. It usually looks kind of weird, but in this situation I think it actually looks really cool. But yeah, once again a really wonderful entry from Raymond L, and it's really fun to watch him get better and better at this game. Alright, there's just 2 entries remaining. I'll first show both of them, and after that I will reveal which one is the winner of this round. Alright, here we have the entry from Rhythm. Now he actually made all of his mini golf holes invisible, and he replaced them with these grass patches and these things that look like flags. Not really sure what they actually are. This is actually badminton rackets. That's some really creative use of scenery objects. They'll probably be a bit difficult to find in here. Let's use the scenery picker. So here you can see what the badminton racket looks like, and actually this top piece is all that is above ground. So yeah, that actually kind of still looks like like flags for the mini golf holes. And it's actually fun watching the guests try to put the balls into these holes here. But yeah, this already looks pretty amazing. Now there's of course not just these mini golf holes. The landscaping is amazing here. Love all these rocks. We have some nice details here, like this sign that shows the scores of the players here, of the leaders. But also, of course, there's this beautiful mansion here in the middle with a small store. And of course, there's also a really nice little fountain over here. That's also really fun to watch. It's not your everyday fountain. Kind of looks like some rock work, which actually has a little stream trickling down. So yeah, really fun entry to watch from Rhythm. But it's always really fun to watch his entries. He's really good at this game. And this entry is just a small piece of art. Wonderful. Alright, and here's the final entry. This entry is from Ethan. Now, yeah, first of all, the overall map, the landscaping, I think it looks amazing. He used a really nice palette, which gives this water a really interesting color. Kind of looks like it has different shades. Well, these colors really look different in parts. I really like the way this watercolor looks. But also these temples, these buildings here in this entry, they look incredible. Yeah, I love this Asian temple here, which mostly consists of recolorable objects from the expansions. So yeah, these are roofs. I don't often see people use them, but I'm definitely going to use these more as They just look so cool here. Here we also see some of these Asian buildings. Yeah, I just love the way these are done. We can see some shops and stalls in this building. And these entrance gates also look really cool. I actually love these flames that are here in these towers. Now, of course, there's also a mini golf track here. Maybe a little bit difficult to spot. But yeah, the guests are going around here. Not really sure where the station is. Probably, yeah, it's actually over here. And the guests actually enter through this temple. You can actually see some of the track here. Now, that's not all. There's also different obstacles which the guests pass by. You can see this this frame here, this climbing bars. So I think it's supposed to look like the guests are actually climbing below this bar here. Now, Ethan actually hit some invisible mini golf tracks under these obstacles. I'm not really sure how believable that looks. But yeah, it does make the guests take a little bit longer to traverse these elements, which maybe is a little bit more realistic in the end. Now, there's also some rocks which the guests walk over here. And there's this obstacle here, which is called Dodge. You can see the guests pass by here. And he's actually hesitating a bit before, then later he passes in front of this object. So it's of course just random, but definitely quite fun elements here to watch. So yeah, there's wonderful buildings here, but also the foliage very dense, but very nicely done, using all these recolorable versions of these trees. So yeah, Ethan just did a wonderful job here. Alright, now it's time to reveal which one of these last two entries is the winner of this round. Is it the mini golf track from Rhythm, or is it this Asian mini golf track from Ethan? The winner of the mini golf contest is... Rhythm! Now, these last two entries were both really enjoyable. There were lots of really good entries in this round. But in the end, Rhythm got the highest votes from the players. So Rhythm is the one who takes the win in this round. Yeah, lots of cool tricks used in this entry. And it definitely stands out from the other ones in the way that Rhythm made his mini golf holes. But yeah, I really enjoyed watching all these entries in this contest, especially the ones that were more detailed. I love these parks that just have a lot of detail crammed into them. Yeah, especially these later ones just packed so much detail. It was incredible to watch all your creations. So yeah, definitely a really fun round to watch. Alright, we'll start a new mini contest soon. If you want to join one of these contests, just become a member on my Discord server. It's completely free. You can find the link in the video description. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like. It would really help out my channel and it would make me very happy. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.